Hello, everyone, and welcome to SecurityOrb.com. My name is Caleb Charles, and I wanted to go over some information. This information is useful if you are into the cybersecurity world and you're trying to broaden your horizon, or if you're looking to take the Security Plus exam. This is some information that might be very handy. Basically, what I wanted to talk about were attack overviews. And there are two general reasons why an organization will be attacked. The first deals where you are the specific target of the attack. So an organization is specifically going after your assets. It may be because they want to obtain financial gains, they want to obtain intellectual property, and maybe because of revenge or even hacktivism. But again, you are specifically being targeted, and the malicious entity is attacking your organization. The other aspect is you're a target of opportunity. Basically, you are a low hanging fruit. You have assets with weak passwords. You have assets that have not been patched and they have vulnerabilities and bugs that are exploitable. And basically, you are being hacked because you are a low hanging fruit and you are an easy target. When an attack occurs, it normally happens in steps. The first step is known as the reconnaissance, where the malicious entity tries to learn everything about the company before the attack begins. And it could be passive or active. When we talk about passive, we're talking about social engineering, obtaining information from public records. And when we talk about active, it may be that they are actually conducting some sort of scan, some sort of activity to find the information that they need, such as IP addresses, names of various individuals. The second step deals with scanning. When again, scanning the network to learn about the network, trying to find out the host names, trying to find out naming conventions, the range of IPs that belongs to the organization. And this could be done multiple ways. One way is to do a ping sweep. Ping sweep will identify the assets that respond. You also have port scans. When we talk about port scans, what ports are open? Is port 80 open? Is port 443, 22, 21? Also, banner grabs. By grabbing banners, we're able to obtain what version of a particular application is running, um, and that could be very useful, as well as OS fingerprinting to try to find the various types of operating system. Is it a Linux system? Is it a Windows? Which version of Windows? Or a Mac-based operating system. Once all that information is obtained, what you want to do is research vulnerabilities. This is where you try to figure out, again, what version of a particular application is running on the system, what port this particular application is running, and are there any vulnerabilities associated with that. You're able to go into bug track, the National Vulnerability Database, but sometimes you may use an application vulnerability scanning software, such as Nessus or OpenVAS. And once those applications scan a particular asset and IP address, it'll give you all the vulnerabilities that might be associated with that asset, and then at that particular time, the hacker will perform their attack. So again, it's very important to make sure that you your operating system and your applications are up to date. I remember reading that on average, there's about 35 to 40 applications on a desktop or a laptop, and some of those applications may have never been patched from the time that they were installed. So again, you want to try to make sure that there are no vulnerabilities within your application and your operating systems, and make sure that it is up to date. You also want to make sure that you turn off all unnecessary services. If you have a laptop and you have uh, port 80, port 443, port 2021, port 25 open, and you're not using it, basically you're adding additional attack vectors to your desktop, and that can be used to gain access. You want to make sure that you have a host-based firewall running. Um, with Windows, you want to make sure that the firewall is turned on. Linux as well as Mac OS have host-based firewalls as well. So you do want to make sure that those are up and running. You don't want to display information in service banners. Again, if you're running a particular version of an application, you could go in and update those banners and remove vital information such as version numbers. So if a hacker does happen to pull down a banner, they won't have that critical information to know if that particular application is vulnerable due to the banner. And again, don't provide any information about your network or system publicly. Again, as part of the reconnaissance phase, if that information is available publicly, they're able to obtain a lot of information on the passive aspect to try to gain access on your organization. So I hope this was very informative. Please visit securityorb.com and stay tuned for some additional videos. Thank you.